Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the Sunday afternoon Cuppa Joy show. I'll be your host, I guess, taking the lead today for a change. I am Kathy, and I invite any of the P's to come on in the live with me if you wish. And what I'm going to do right now is send this out so that everybody can see that I am online. Hopefully others will join in soon. Let me get everything situated here. I hope everyone is having a very good weekend. I hope everyone is having a very good weekend. And it looks like people are sharing it, so thank you very much. I can get out of this, and you won't hear my reverb because I'm looking everything up on the phone so that I have a nice story to read for us today. What's everyone doing? I see Mary Crincoli. Holy heck, haven't seen you in a long time, personally. Hi, Annie. I'm so glad you're here. I was starting to get nervous. I was like, oh no, no one knows I'm on. And I'm fumbling around trying to find out how I can send this out to everyone. But I chose a story to read today, this afternoon, and I hope people come in because I like the title. And it's from Teri's blog from November of 2024. It says, "What is your Red Sea?" Maybe readings from Mama's P's book if people pick a number after story time, possibly. Do you mean like the angel messages? The tiny books? Is that what you're referring to? Because I always have, I think I have all three of them nearby. At least I think so. But I've been reading, each day I'm reading a page from the very first tiny book, Big Thoughts for Daily Living. I read that each day. But yeah, we can always have someone pick a page, and I could do that too. I did find a good story, like I said. So whatever you wish is my command. And also, I wanted to take this time to think about doing our heart-brain connection to start us off. I don't see many more people coming in. It's just me, Mary, and Annie right now. Hopefully we can share this out and more people will come in and join us. But until then, let's just quiet ourselves and take a deep breath in and slow down our breathing. As we try to just quiet our spirits. It was starting to get very bright in my room today. Good afternoon, Jennifer. We're just doing a little bit of the heart-brain connection while we wait for others to join us. and think about our affirmations. I am worthy. I am enough. I am healthy. I am joyful. I am a spark of the divine. I am a miracle magnet. And Annie knows I finally got my magnets. I have one up on the refrigerator. Actually, they're all up on the refrigerator, Annie. I will make sure that uh, Marlena will get hers when she's up here visiting for Christmas. Every day my luck and blessings multiply. Opportunities find me wherever I go. And I live the life of my dreams because I deserve it. I know we're up there on those days of saying our affirmations, but I don't have Deirdre's count, and I kind of missed a lot of it yesterday. But I believe it's in the 240s. Hi, Darlene. What you up to there, Jennifer? Oh, it's okay, Annie. I would love to have you here with me, but I understand. I don't know how long my quiet time will last either, because, Scooby is apt to bark at anything that blows like the wind. So I guess without further ado, maybe we should just go into story time and make it a shorter one today. And like I said, I can read from the tiny book of messages if you wish me to do that too. So, should I read from November 2024 what Teri Angel picked up on her angel messages? The title is called, What is Your Red Sea? And I figured this was appropriate since she was over in Egypt and she had a chance to see the Red Sea and cruise along the Nile River. So she has a beautiful picture of an ocean wave in this. And the quote she starts with is, "It isn't the past which holds us back, it's the future and how we undermine it today." And that's by Dr. Viktor Frankl. Dr. Viktor Frankl is an Austrian psychologist who survived the Nazi concentration camp at Auschwitz. He reminds me in his writings that if I'm not willing to believe that something is possible in the future, I might refuse to acknowledge the evidence and opportunities available to me today. I've been a little busy this week helping a family member through crisis after crisis in her life. When it seems that the walls have come crashing down around you, it is hard to see the daylight because you are too busy dodging the debris. This is sometimes the reality of life for many. It is real and it is messy. We find ourselves reaching out for any inkling of hope on the horizon. And therein lies the problem. We want to escape those dark nights of the soul. We want to skip the part where it gets hard. Can we just fast forward to where we can breathe again? What if it's our very vision of the future that holds us back? Not because it's too grand or impossible, but because how we sabotage it today. An interesting phenomenon is happening right now in our country. If we take a pause and observe it from a neutral place, we will see many seeing a bright, prosperous, and peaceful future because they believe it. We will also see many who see nothing but darkness, gloom, and doom because they believe it. We stand at a unique juncture every moment we're alive, constantly being offered a choice to give life to our dreams or to let doubt choke them before they have a chance to breathe. Sometimes, without even realizing it, we cripple our future in the present through self-doubt, fear, or simply a lack of trust in ourselves. When Moses was leading his people to safety out of Egypt, they came to the Red Sea, where many were afraid they were going to die at the hands of their enemy. Moses had no clue how they were going to cross the sea as they were on foot. He clearly heard God tell him to raise his hand and command the sea to part. A wind came up and a path was made for them to cross safely before the sea came back together. Our struggles are like that Red Sea. Sometimes those challenges are so daunting and we only see the way forward as impossible. Dear angels, many times we silence our inner callings, our very dreams, by telling ourselves, maybe someday, but I can't do it now. Sometimes we start to doubt what we will ever have a future or be happy or fulfilled. It is easier to dismiss our dreams than face the vulnerability that comes with reaching out for them. We convince ourselves that the safe path is the wise choice, mistaking comfort for happiness. But in doing so, we unwittingly shut down the possibility of becoming who we are truly meant to be. We forget the teaching that says that we will see it when we believe it. Dear ones, today is the only time you actually possess. Every choice you make, every small step you take or choose not to take, shapes your future. You have this beautiful opportunity to ask yourselves what you are doing today that will nurture your dreams and how you are honoring the possibilities that await you. The truth is that each day, in small ways, you either support or undermine the future you desire. When you act with courage, even in tiny increments, you invest in your potential. When you give into fear or self-doubt or apathy, you sap the strength of your dreams before they even have a chance to grow. Choose to release the grip of that fear has on your future by embracing your vision with raised hands and trusting that God will part the waters to make the path for you to travel. Don't let the future you've been dreaming of slip through your fingers. The future holds everything your heart desires, but it depends on the courage you bring at this moment. Instead of letting doubts or imagined fears sabotage your vision, nurture it with positive thoughts, daily actions, and unwavering faith in what is to come. Look forward not with trepidation, but with hope. For it's not the past that holds you back. It's only your hesitation to believe in the wonder that awaits, to let it unfold as you take one bold step after another today. Dear angels, today I promise to face my challenges with an upheld hand and let God open the path so I can move forward. I thought that was really relevant for a lot of us today. And what was really cool was just the idea that today Teri is in Egypt, and that one pertained to the Red Sea and the story of Moses and these people that he freed from from the Egyptians, from the pharaohs of that time. So we got the story time in, and Annie said she needed that message for sure, so I'm glad I read it. I don't know how everybody's weekend has been. Mine was pretty good. I only made a few sales at the craft show yesterday, but I learned some things, and Bob was able to give me a couple ideas that will probably help me out in the long run too. It's so weird not having Grace interjecting with me and talking on my own. I feel like I'm talking to myself in the screen. Does anybody want a tiny book message? I'm choosing from the very original because it's right handy and I don't have to get up to find my other little books. But I'd be willing to read a few if you'd like. And I still have yet to find Leo's song, so I won't be able to play or Leo's music because it's still not where I think it was supposed to be. Oh, good afternoon, and hello, Prachetta, and good afternoon to Catherine, who's just coming in. I just finished reading a really good message that I found from Teri's blog a year ago, and it was so cool because it referred to the Red Sea. I'm sorry you all missed it. If anybody wants me to read them a message from the tiny book of angel messages, you could definitely pick one, and I pick a number, and they go up to page, I have this one here with me. They go up to page 85. So 1 through 85, if you would like me to read that. Oh, that's right, Pachetta. Next Sunday already, huh? That's only a week away. I bet you're excited. It's going to be wonderful. I can't believe it. Hopefully we'll get to see all of your faces at one point or another. That would be really neat. I don't have much else to offer for us today. I don't even have music to play, which really makes me sad because I love music. So if no one wants any kind of messages read, I bet you are, Prachetta. I don't even have a Kuan Yin card to read. This is sad, but true. I have the only cards that I have that you all are familiar with is the pony cards, but I'm not actually good at choosing one for people. I don't have much practice in that. I get them for myself, and I was trying to learn how to channel a message for others, but I still don't feel confident with it because it's something I don't practice often. I usually let others practice that for me. That's why I usually come on Sundays to hear what the angels might have to say from Teri to me. It's such a gift to be able to get those messages from the angels. Maybe someday it'll happen for me. Well, I am thinking I might just sign out and just call it a day and let everyone enjoy the rest of their Sunday, no matter what time of day it is. Your friends are already making plans to meet Teri. I bet you that's exciting for you, and especially because, in a way, you've known Teri for what, 5 years? I think so, 4 or 5. I feel like we've known you that long. as far as known you through the internet anyway. How's Prachir doing? And how's Goofy and all your family? Have you heard from Nivriti? What's going on in that family in India? I hope everyone's safe and happy. We can definitely pray for Teri, and what I'll do is recite the prayer that uh, Deirdre usually puts on here. I don't have it written out to post, but I do have it here in front of me so that I don't mess it up too bad. So I'll probably have to read it. I hope y'all don't mind. But prayers for all humans, Gaia, and all who live on her back. World peace, attention to human trafficking, support for all families living with addiction. The coalition of the willing, our troops and their families. The USA, for Teri on her Peace on Earth journey that she's taking throughout Egypt and India and into the UK, so that she has a most wonderful journey. You have a wonderful day too, Jennifer. And we pray for all the traveling P's. My daughter is still on her cruise. She's probably on her way back to Florida. She had an awesome day yesterday in Turks and Caicos. And she was amazed by what she saw on the beach, other than the extremely clear blue water, which I couldn't wait for her to see. I knew she would just be amazed by that. You'd be able to see straight down when you're looking over the side of a boat and just see inside the water, see the fish, see everything so clearly. And she was amazed at that. And she mentioned to my husband that she saw donkeys on the beach. And I was like, oh, I wonder, are they donkeys that you can ride? And no, they're like the ponies we see up here at our beaches, the horses of the Assateague. We do have some in Ocean City, and then there's some in Virginia, the wild ponies. Yeah. So they have, instead of ponies, they have donkeys. So she was really amazed by that. Namaste, Jen. And you're welcome. I'm glad to be here. Like I said, I'm not as affluent as Grace Isis, but I am happy to be here and at least get us together just to say hi and say our prayers together. Okay, let's see what Pachetta had to say. Prachir's wife has invited Teri to Goa to meet Prachir, Goofy, Anika, Vanya, and of course Prachir's wife. That's awesome. And you're planning to take Teri to Agra and pray at the Ganges. I bet you that's going to be a special day. And make sure you pray for all of us over here. And show Teri some of the most beautiful, I'm sure it's very colorful there. I can imagine the bright colors. It's got to be beautiful there. I'd also like to remember in prayer those who have been touched by dementia and suicide, as always called forth by Brandy. Prayers for the lost, the lonely, and the forgotten, and anyone in abusive relationships or situations. And prayers for those with chronic illnesses, both physical and mental. And prayers for any of us that are feeling kind of achy, tired, emotional, stressed. any and all of the above, so that we'll find comfort in just meeting with each other as much as we can, whether it's here on a Sunday afternoon or in the mornings on Mondays. I'll be able to co-host or host uh, throughout this week. Monday through Friday should be mainly it for me, and I go back to work the following Monday. Tuesday, oh no, I think it's Wednesday. Wednesday, I may not be able to host the cuppa. I'll try. I'll do my best to try, but I think I have an appointment at 9 in the morning, and I don't believe I'll be able to host comfortably without, I'd have to leave abruptly, and I wouldn't want to do that to Grace, especially because Wednesdays are our normal big prayer day. Agra is where the Taj Mahal is. Oh, I don't know my geography so well. You have to forgive me, Prachetta. I'm kind of like at a loss with even Europe. I don't know, how one country is located next to another. Used to know something that I probably totally forgot. And you are planning to get special prayers at the Ganges. Okay, that'll be awesome. Well, I thank you for coming in, Prachetta, and filling us in on some of these details. I can't wait to see pictures, of course. I live with pictures. I love pictures. The more pictures, the better. Just like Marlena hasn't been able to send me any pictures because her iPhone, for some odd reason, she's not able to send me any, not even texts. She's been talking to Bob a little bit because they both have iPhones, but she hasn't been able to text me even. So I can't wait to see all the pictures she takes. Oh, if she had any time to take them. Well, I guess that's all we have for today. Unless anybody has any special prayers that they have that we can lift up. Thanks, Prachetta. I appreciate that. We can all live vicariously through Teri on her trip to India. It'll be wonderful. So I think we're just going to end this today. Don't seem to have any other prayer requests come in. And I hope that everybody has a wonderful afternoon, what's left of it, or evening. I think Prachetta is getting pretty close to going to bed for you. So that as we close this today, let us all just remember to stay in our hearts and stay blessed. Blessings to all. And thank you. I love you. Thank you, Annie. Thank you, Prachetta. Oh, yeah. I wish we could all come to India. I don't think not too many of us can afford to do that, but that would be great. That would be great. All right. Everybody have a wonderful evening and namaste, y'all.